What's up, YouTube? Welcome to our channel. This is Time with A&J. I'm Joey.
I'm Alex.
Welcome to our new mini vlog series. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Smash that thumbs up button and let's get this thing started.
On this video series, we'll be focusing on themes of nationalism and security, to name a few.
There will also be a beautiful interview with a special person that migrated here when she was a kid, and we'll finish up with a little podcast discussion session about the Trump proposal of the wall, and yeah.
And in between that, we're going to have a game show that's based off of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the questions for that game are rooted in the reading material for this course.
And to be completely honest, I've always wanted to be a YouTube star, so this is the perfect way to do it.
But more importantly, we think that this is a really engaging way for people to learn about the material and apply it to the broader context of the world.
So put your
enjoy.
vlog belts on and let's get going! What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tea Time with A&J. On today's vlog, we will be doing an interview
with Mariana Echeverria, who is a class of 2019 student here at Middlebury. She's a migrant from Venezuela, and she's here to tell her story. So, enjoy!
Peace!
I left Venezuela in 2014, and right after I graduated from high school. And why? Because the situation in Venezuela was getting really bad. The education there wasn't good. We were missing a lot of classes because of all the protests going on. It was also very dangerous, so I really wanted to leave Venezuela for that reason, to get a better education, but also to get a better quality of life. Yes, of course. So it started to get really bad when Chavez became president, and that was in 1999, and I was born in 1996, so I basically just grew up with that government. And since I was a kid, it was very dangerous. I couldn't walk in the streets because people didn't have much money, so they will steal from you or kidnap you. And so throughout my whole life, I lived with fear, and most of my friends were kidnapped. My dad and my brother were also almost kidnapped, and it was a very tough situation to live in. And also, there's a huge shortages of food and medicine, so every time that I needed to get products from the supermarket, I will have to do huge lines of like 5 to 8 hours. And it was super tough, so we protested a lot. So when I was a senior in high school, I actually had to miss about 2 months of school just protesting to have a change of government. So I figured that if I wanted to get a better education, I needed to get out of there. Yeah, a lot of issues actually. So first, the one that I can think of first is with my work authorization. So usually when you want to do an internship and you're international, you have to apply to get work authorization called OPT. And I had an issue with this, it was 2 summers ago, because it wasn't approved on time, so I almost had to I actually had to miss 2 weeks of my internship because of this issue. So that was one of them. Also, whenever I go to the airport, when I leave the US and come back here, sometimes I've been sent to this room and they leave you there for 3 hours. They didn't tell you why you're there, and they just have to review your documents and make sure that everything's fine. And so that's another one of them. And also currently, right now, it's not an issue, but I'm not able to leave the US because my student visa is about to expire. So until I get my new H-1B visa, I won't be able to leave the country. So right now I'll be here just based on work authorization. So I probably won't be able to go back home until 3 years from today. So the first feelings were definitely feeling lost. I wasn't used to the culture and also the language either. And before going to Middlebury, I went to a boarding school called Berkshire in Massachusetts, and it was also very isolated in the middle of nowhere, and I definitely felt that I didn't belong, and I had trouble just adjusting to just the culture and the life here. And it was definitely had a huge impact on me, but it's definitely been getting better. over time, and now I'm more used to it, even though at Middlebury there's not that many people from Venezuela, but I've definitely adjusted more. It has definitely changed a lot. I feel that if I had stayed in Venezuela, then I would have been a completely different person. I feel that coming here has helped me so much to just be more open-minded, that also get to know different cultures. And even though I didn't want to leave my country because I just love the people there and the place, I feel that coming here was definitely the best decision, not only because of the situation and escaping that place, but also because I've been able to learn so much from others and just being more open-minded. Maybe. I hadn't thought about it that much, to be honest, just based on skin color. I think that for me, just more based on the accent, I feel that people, they probably don't know that I'm not from here until they start talking to me. And I've definitely had situations where people start talking to me and they notice my accent, and I can definitely see how they start treating me differently. So I wouldn't say, I would say that for me it's different. It's not based on my skin color, but it's based on my accent and when people start getting to know me and recognize that I'm from somewhere else.
All right. Well, thank you for being on today's episode. Do you have any final words to our viewers?
Go to Venezuela in a few years when the situation gets better. Hugely recommend it.